This is absolutely insane. One analyst just shaken the whole Shiba Inu community. A new all-time high is already written, and we are about to see it sooner. Few zeros will be removed, and that 1 cent dream will finally be in our hands. What is happening? And why is this really crucial to Shiba Inu? Well, let me explain. Disclaimer. Today is absolutely wild for Shiba Inu. I mean, the price has been down, yeah, but it's starting to crawl its way back up. And what's crazy is that the mood in the community is the complete opposite of what you'd expect during a dip. People are fired up, super hyped, and honestly, it feels like the Shiba Inu ecosystem is on the edge of something massive. The energy is different right now. It's buzzing. And here's where it gets really interesting. Analysts just dropped a massive leak. They're saying Shiba Inu's next all-time high isn't just some far-off dream. It's already baked in. Programmed, and I'm talking sooner than anyone thought. No warnings, no build-up, just straight-up confirmation that something big is brewing. And of course, the community went nuts when that came out. Like, this wasn't some baseless rumor. This had receipts. And the timing? Perfect. Why? Because earlier today, there was a huge whale movement. Like, not just your typical, someone bought a bit more Shiba Inu type of thing. This was a big one. Enough to turn heads. Enough to make even the skeptics pause. And when whales start moving like that, it's usually because they know something the rest of us are just catching wind of. Now, you're probably thinking, okay, but what's the chart saying? Is the price reacting yet? And that's a solid question. So here's the breakdown. One analyst put it really simply. Shiba Inu just bounced off a key support level. Not just any level. This is one it's been respecting for a while. And bouncing off it is a strong sign. Right now it's chilling in a tight little structure, kind of like it's catching its breath before the next big move. It's sitting just under a key resistance area, and the price action is getting tighter and tighter, like pressure building in a spring. That kind of setup usually ends with a breakout. And if it can stay above this short-term rising trend line, which it's currently hugging pretty closely, then we're probably looking at a solid push upward. What does that mean? It means the stars are lining up. You've got bullish chart patterns, major whale activity, and community hype all converging. That's not something you see every day. It feels like we're right at the edge of a breakout moment. And if it plays out like it's setting up to, we could be looking at Shiba Inu charging toward a brand new all-time high much sooner than most people expected. And here's the thing. What's coming could actually happen way sooner than most people realize. That's not just wishful thinking. That's a fact, according to one analyst who straight up said this new all-time high for Shiba Inu, it's already been written. Prominent Shiba Inu community voice, Your Pop came out and made a bold claim. Shiba Inu isn't just on the road to a new high. It's programmed to happen. That's the word he used, programmed. And when someone that deep in the space says it like that, it's not just hype. He's pointing to what's going on under the hood. Because the Shiba Inu ecosystem isn't just some meme playground anymore. It's evolving and fast. Let's look at the facts. The dev team has been grinding nonstop. We've got Shiba, the metaverse, Shiba Swap, not one but multiple games like Shiba Eternity and Agent Shiboshi, and of course, Shibarium, the backbone of it all. These aren't small side projects. These are massive efforts to turn Shiba Inu into something much more than a meme. And the latest Shibarium upgrade? That one's a game changer. It now burns Shiba Inu automatically every time someone uses the network, whether it's swapping, staking, or adding liquidity. We're talking real-time burns every time a transaction happens. That means more scarcity, more utility, and more pressure for prices to go up. All of this adds fuel to the fire. And it's not just the community getting excited. Analysts and big names in finance are starting to pay attention. A ton of crypto heads are now predicting that Shiba Inu could smash past its previous all-time high and even flirt with that magic target everyone talks about, 1 cent. Last year, even Forbes ran predictions showing Shiba Inu could hit levels between 1/10 and 3/10 of a cent by the end of 2025. And Eunice Wong, a respected chart analyst, backed that up by saying Shiba Inu could hit a new peak just above 1/10 of a cent this cycle. But here's where it gets really wild. Lucy, the lead marketing head for Shiba Inu, if you remembered, straight up said that Shiba Inu will reach 1 cent soon. She said it confidently, not like a maybe, but like it's already happening. And when someone that is close to the dev team makes a statement like that, you know they're not just throwing random numbers around. They see what's coming. So now let's really think about it. If the new all-time high is already programmed, as many believe, then what's stopping us from reaching that 1 cent dream? We've got development. We've got utility. We've got automatic burns. We've got whales moving. We've got history on our side too. Remember 2021? One night, it just exploded out of nowhere and changed lives. It turned regular holders into millionaires. It happened before, and the setup now looks even stronger. So yeah, call it a dream, but it's an extremely possible one. We're not just hoping anymore, we're seeing the pieces fall into place. If everything continues at this pace, and with how this community moves, that 1 cent goal, it might be closer than anyone imagined. And if that happens, it won't just make headlines. It's going to change a lot of lives. Now I get it. You might be sitting there thinking, okay, but have you seen the price of Shiba Inu right now? It's not exactly looking like a rocket ship. And hey, you're not wrong. The price action lately? Yeah, it's been kind of flat. Not super exciting on the surface. But here's where it gets interesting. And honestly, this is the part that most people overlook. Even with the price just chilling, Shiba Inu holders have been absolutely on fire. I mean it. The growth in the number of wallets holding Shiba Inu has been nothing short of insane. We just hit over 1.5 million wallets globally. That's an all-time high. Let that sink in. We've never had this many people holding Shiba Inu before. And look, that kind of adoption doesn't happen by accident. It's not just bots or hype traders jumping in and out. This is real interest from people who are choosing to hold and be part of this movement. That tells us a lot. It shows that despite the sideways price action, people believe in what Shiba Inu is building. They see the vision. They're in this for more than just a quick flip. What this means for the bigger picture is actually super bullish. A growing holder base usually signals that the foundation is getting stronger. Think of it like this. More people holding equals more potential stability, more community support, and eventually more pressure on price when demand ramps up again. It's like a spring loading up behind the scenes. Of course, we still need to be realistic. The market right now across the board has been kind of quiet. Not a ton of fresh capital is pouring in, and without that, even great projects like Shiba Inu can stall a bit in price. But that doesn't mean nothing's happening. It just means we're in that accumulation phase, the calm before the next wave. That's why watching what the holders are doing is so important. Because while some people are staring at the charts waiting for fireworks, the smart ones are paying attention to how many hands are actually holding the bag. And right now, that number is soaring. When you combine that with everything else, Shibarium upgrades, real-time burns, the expanding ecosystem, and strong leadership communication, it all starts to paint a very clear picture. Shiba Inu isn't just surviving, it's a building. And it's growing, even in a slow market. That's the kind of setup you want before a breakout. So yeah, maybe the price doesn't look like much right now, but what's brewing underneath is powerful. Shiba Inu is laying the groundwork for something big, and when the spark finally hits, with this kind of community strength and adoption, it's not going to be a slow burn. It's going to explode. And if you're paying attention to these signals now, while things are quiet, you just might be ahead of the curve when the momentum shifts again. But what is your opinion on this? Comment down below. If you are curious to find more, then make sure to click on one of the videos you see on the screen. And with that, we come to the end of this video. If you enjoyed the video, then turn on the notifications bell on this channel. Missing an important Shiba Inu update might make you lose money, so don't risk it. Also, please share this video with as many people as possible. Let's get this news out there.